Welcome everybody, my name's Annika. Thanks for joining me in my studio and on my channel. Today it's wet and rainy outside. Seems like a great time to do some yin yoga. We're going to work legs today. Legs, hamstrings, hips, lower back, all the stuff that's tight and stops us moving forward. Okay, let's begin on our backs. Oh, you can hug your knees in. Give yourself a good squeeze first of all, and then just plant the feet down. Bring your hands down by your sides, maybe turn the palms over. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. And begin to settle. Just feel your toes, touch your toes into your mat. Thank you. I want you to feel the outline of your feet on your mat. Just follow the legs up to the knees and all the way back down to your hips. Feel the pelvis, the lower back, where it's connected to your mat. Follow the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, just press it into your mat. Maybe the tailbone begins to tilt just a tiny bit. Come all the way up to the cervical spine, to your neck, where it curves, the back of the head on your mat. Feel the shoulders, backs of your arms, your elbows, and continue all the way down to the hands and the fingers. And feel the life, the little tingling maybe in the tips of your fingers, your aliveness. This body vibrating with energy. Toe heel the feet together and allow the knees to fall apart. And place that left hand, maybe if it feels good, up on the heart. Right hand up on the belly. And feel these two vital areas in the body. Take a deep breath in and see if you can make your belly rise with the breath. And exhale, let it fall. Rising. And falling. And taking your attention as you breathe into your left hand, the heart space underneath your left hand. Just considering how you woke up today and the life that you are living today. Can you find something that's really wonderful about your life right now, just now, this moment? When you think about things you're grateful for, the heart will flood with a different type of energy, a gratitude. Because in the morning, you can begin your day this way, simply thinking about what you're grateful for, and flood your body. You can flood your body with that energy. Start your day with that energy. Slowly slide the legs down, extend the hands overhead. Take a good morning stretch, point the toes, feel the fingers. Now the entire body connected to your mat. Slide the legs over to the right. Actually, slide them over to the right. Cross your left foot over. Take the arms across also and turn the head over to the right. So just opening up this whole left side body. Take a soft inhale and exhale. Try to relax a little bit deeper. Good morning, Blue. Oh, that's my boy. Slowly, slowly uncrossing that left foot. Just make your way back to the middle of the mat. Slowly release the hands, draw the knees into the chest. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale it out. Just plant the feet. Toe heel them to the outside edge of the mat now. It's the sound effects of Bodhi. Draw the knees together. Take your two hands and place them on your hips for me. Just come on to the inside edge of the feet so your hips internally rotate. Hands on the hips and start your Reiki breath. So by that I mean to breathe. Actually breathe down into the belly, and as you exhale, imagine heat coming out of the hands. Send heat in towards your hands. So breathe into the belly, imagine it firing up yellow, and exhale, push that heat through the hands into your hips. And just continue that breathing. See if you can feel anything in your hands. Okay. Take a soft inhale and slowly toe heel the feet back together. Good morning stretch number 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Take a good stretch up and just toe heel the feet over, this time to the left, crossing, if you can, your right ankle on top. Extend your hands up and overhead and across, so you're making a banana shape. Turn your head over towards the left so you can bring the neck also into this little release. Nice soft inhale into the side of the body, and exhale, just try to soften. So as you learn in your yoga practice, when you try to make a shape happen, try to force it, you're met with resistance in the body in form of your tissues. And same thing happens in life. The more you resist stuff, the more you tend to suffer, right? Maybe suffer in your mind or suffer physically. So it's a process of softening, letting go. The wind is getting up outside, wow. Softening, letting go, and what is letting go? It's surrendering. But if we surrender, we let go of control. We like being in control of things, don't we? Because it keeps us comfortable, safe, secure. And we have a false sense of knowing, feeling that we know what's going to happen when we're in control of situations, of our lives. But if the last 6 months has taught us anything, we have very little control. And if you've resisted that, you have probably suffered. Slowly, slowly, release the arms. Release the feet, hug your knees up into your chest for me. Rock a little side to side. And then just find your way onto your left side. Let's extend the bottom leg, because that feels really good right now. Keep your top leg bent. See if you can take that top leg a little farther back. So kick the leg back, extend the top leg, and maybe take an inhale. Open that right hand all the way over. So you'll feel this on the outside of the hip, top hip. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside. Slowly release the head, slide the bottom foot, just bend that bottom leg for me. Take an inhale, draw both knees up to the ceiling and rotate them over to the other side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, so just nice, slow, wide-legged windshield wiper. Next time that you're over to the right, stay there. Maybe extend the bottom leg. And if that's uncomfortable, just bring that bottom leg back in for just a little bit of a bend in the leg. You choose what feels good. You can rotate your head over to the opposite shoulder, palms wide open, chest, heart wide open. Try to relax your bum. Slowly slide your leg back in if it was straight. Inhale through center. You can exhale 1 or 2 times, just a little spinal windshield wiper. Come back to center. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. And then extend your right leg long, hugging your left leg into the chest. That's it, just releasing hamstring, back of your glute. Maybe opening that knee out to the side. Take your right hand, place it on the hip, just to help anchor that hip. So just allowing the inside of the thigh to get a little bit of a release. And you can do that breathing into the belly, out through the hand that's on your hip. So you're actually doing a little self-healing work. The more and more research being done on natural healing and energetic healing work is proving that energy is being directed by the mind. Quantum healing, Reiki healing, all kinds of different modalities. The hips, right? The junction point where the legs begin. The legs that carry you forward, carry you into your intention. So when the hips get stuck, problems, energies get stuck in the hips. It's all the emotional memory of times where you haven't wanted to move forward in your life. So you're just providing a little bit of healing in there. Slowly draw the knee back to center. Oh, give yourself a squeeze. Maybe slide that bottom leg up a little so the knee's pointed to the ceiling. And just extend your left leg. You can interlace your fingers behind your thigh there. If that feels good, just point flex the toe. Point flex. Point and flex. And you can stay here. Wow. It's the most terrific rainstorm happening outside. Or you can slide your hand up behind the calf. You can point flex for a moment. And just release the hamstring, a little bit of the glute. And you could also, even if that feels pretty good, you could maybe slide the bottom leg down. Try to relax the shoulders, whatever shape you're making. And if that's feeling too tight, simply take the next option. Just bend that bottom leg. And breathe. Just sliding that bottom heel back in. If you can take your peace fingers and bind your big toe. See if you can draw your shoulder down. Other option, take hold of the inside of the knee. So if you're feeling super tight, slide the bottom leg and open that knee out to the side. If you can, bind your peace fingers and open out the left leg to the side. Taking your right hand, anchoring down that hip and rotating the head to the opposite side. So if your knees are bent and you're super stiff, simply take the hand, put your fingers behind the back of your knee, one hand on the hip, and just use your hand as a little bit more counterweight to open out this inside thigh. So you've got two options there. It doesn't have to look pretty. And if you turn your head the opposite direction, it kind of counters, stops you falling over to one side. So I just did an interesting thing. I slid my bottom foot up and rotated open that right leg just to kind of stop me falling all the way over. So have a play, see what works. If I extend the leg, I'm getting some extension down this right hip flexor. This is where the body tends to know better. And what I'm working on is the inside fascia release of this left leg behind the knee, inside thigh into the groin area. Slowly, slowly, draw the knee up, release the bind, draw both knees in together. So you come out of that shape very carefully. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. We'll hug the right knee in now. Extend the left leg long and just kind of let the knee settle in. Maybe sliding up the bottom foot a little and extend the leg tall. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Just point, flex, rotate, whatever feels good in the ankle. And then see if you can slide your hands a little higher up the calf. Maybe one side's a little stiffer than the other. Oh. If you have a big toe bind with your peace fingers, you could take that and extend the bottom leg long. So you've got three options really. You've got here, you've got here, or here. Just feel into what feels good so you can target the glutes, the hamstrings, a little bit in the calves, but really right in the back here in the hamstring. I'm going to place my left hand onto my hip. Start breathing into the belly and out through my hand, sending healing. Letting that right shoulder fall down towards the earth. Now a strap or a towel is also really good here if you wanted to place it around the foot. I just thought of that half an hour late. And slowly see if you can take that leg out to the side. So your options are peace fingers and open out, countering the hip. From here you could bend the bottom leg, just draw the knee in, take the knee out to the side, and then straighten that bottom leg. So you want to just feel on the inside of the thighs where we're going for that release of the fascia, the tight connective tissue. So see what works for you. And it may be different to the other side. Send that energy into the hip, turn the head the opposite direction, and the body will just settle. Slowly, slowly release. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. That feels good. Take another breath. Find your way onto your left side. Now just curl both knees in for me. Let's take your top leg, top hand. See if you can connect foot to hand. Draw your left elbow underneath. Maybe prop your head up. Try to extend your bottom leg a little. See if you can just draw that hip back. Because we've hit the inside, we've hit the outside. I want to take your top leg, just give yourself a little bit of a release on the top of the knee. You could also just rest your head down here for a moment. You could also just press your hip forward a little more. Really draw that heel in towards the bum. Then try to relax. Good. Draw that heel in a little bit more. See if you can get a little bit more across the top of the kneecap. Good. Now, draw the bottom knee in to meet the other knee. Now extend that top leg. So bottom knee in line with the body. Bottom leg is at 90 degrees. You can start to push that knee back a little and draw that top leg forward a little bit more. So now if we start to draw the hand up and over, ow, okay, you're starting to bring in the IT band, which runs all the way down to the outside, just below the knee. You could reach and take hold of that foot if you like. I can't. You may even be able to grab the back foot, cat pulling tail, full pose now. So we just prep that top leg. If you can open out that right shoulder, so you're opening out your chest to the ceiling. Now you'll feel, if you can connect with that bottom foot, if you're holding your bottom leg, you'll feel your quad, your left quad being stretched. The more that you rotate open across the top of the hip and all the way down now. So we kind of prepped and warmed up. And now try to relax. Deep breath in, deep exhale. Try to soften, bum cheeks. We hold on in the weirdest of places. But because we know that none of these shapes last forever, right? Everything's impermanent. You can kind of negotiate with your body and say, okay, it's just for a few minutes. Let's just relax. Let's just go with the flow. And hopefully we won't die. So if we can just say that in our lives as well, hopefully we won't die yet. Talk about that nice sobering thought for the day. Hopefully we won't die yet. I'm going to stick that on a t-shirt. Slowly, slowly release. So slide your top leg, slide your bottom leg, make your way onto your back. Oh, it's nice that we're not even getting up today. You like that? That's how we're feeling. Just hug the knees in. Find happy baby for me. So just extend the legs long. Take your arms, slide them up the inside, taking your hands to the outside edge. So your elbows are inside the knees. You can rock a little side to side. Try to draw the knees down towards the armpits. Any shapes that your body feels like making right now, just close your eyes. And slowly, when you're ready, release the feet and roll over onto your right side, both knees over to the side. Then take your top hand, grab your top foot, maybe prop yourself up onto your elbow. Draw that heel and extend your bottom leg out in front. Maybe you rest your head down on your arm. Just trying to draw the heel in towards the bum. Again, if you have a towel is great, a strap. Hold on to your yoga pants, but it's better to have the leverage coming from the toes. Try to find some stillness. I'm talking to myself because I'm wriggling all over the place. And breathe. Good. Slowly draw the bottom knee in. Extend the top leg long. Oh, okay, that might be a little rough. That's okay. And maybe open out the arm. So rotating the chest open to the sky. Top leg straight. You can use your right hand on top of the shin for IT band. Maybe you could even catch hold of that bottom foot so you can play with this shape. You could even just come back up onto your elbow, but I like having the opening across the chest. IT band. The more you rotate open the shoulder, you get that sensation all the way down the outside of the thigh. So choose what feels good. Extend the hand if you wish to open out the shoulder, the chest. Where do you need the release? Try to soften where you're holding on. You don't even realize you're holding on until you kind of do a little body scan. Slowly release. So turn the head back over, bring the arm over first, so you unwind the spine very carefully. Bend the knees, come back through center. So in anything with twisting, spinal twists, never come out fast, right? Unwind, slowly, slowly, hugging the knees in. You can find happy baby one more time. Any shapes, just close your eyes, anything your body, any shapes your body needs right now, just before we settle down to final resting shape. Just breathe. And when you're ready, just extend the legs long. You can take up space, maybe open out the hands, open out the legs a little wider. Take a soft inhale and just exhale it out and let go. Shavasana. Take a soft inhale and a soft exhale. Just bringing yourself back. Hugging your knees maybe in towards your chest. And just giving yourself a massive, beautiful, big squeeze. Deep inhale, exhale it out. Just finding your way onto your side. Maybe giving yourself a little hug here. And when you're ready to emerge, press up. Crossing the legs, comfortable, seated position. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Maybe hands coming in towards the heart. Lifting up a little out of the sit bones and just bowing down. You're bowing down to you, your own greatest guide. And in the quiet times, you can access that guide. Work with that guide that's you deep down in there. Sending lots of loving, healing energy out with our thoughts to anybody that needs it today. And finally, just turn your hands into your own heart. Send yourself that loving, healing energy that's available for you at any time. Namaste. My hands don't want to move. Interesting.